In this final episode of our four-part series, David speaks with quiet strength about living with Parkinson's, the joys and responsibilities of fatherhood, and his ongoing journey as he prepares for life beyond the stage. It's a conversation about legacy, love, and the quiet act of changing direction, even as the music plays on. In 2023, you shared your Parkinson's diagnosis. What did that moment teach you about strength, about vulnerability, and about silence?
Well, I think the fact that, and maybe because I was at an early age, the fact that I had people only from an early age, I kind of I don't see affliction, I see something different that I deal with, And so that kind of gave me a question. So when this diagnosis came up with Parkinson's, it was like, I thought this was done, but I still have more battling to do, That's why I started writing, because, maybe I should this is my type of my autobiography.
Right.
So, but the thing about it is that singing it's like people stammer. When they sing clear. So the same thing happens in me. My speech is sort of jumpy, but once I step on the stage, the music, the melody, the power of the music comes through. It's a different emotion all the time. So,
right.
It actually, the muscles that don't work when I'm talking, will be like,
Right.
Those same muscles get back in line when I go on stage and sing. I think if I lose that, then I know that's a different trait entirely.
Right. When you take to the stage now, what does it mean to you in a way that it didn't before?
I conquered sorrow. I feel sorry for myself, but it kind of made me feel like, I guess because of all the years of that confidence I built about who I am and what I can be capable of. So that is just the physical limitation problem. I don't want to be sitting on a bench all night, but at the same time I know I can't run up and down the whole night unless somebody comes with a magic ball.
You've lived a life, and as you says, you don't want to talk about afflictions. It's just another challenge to overcome. But as time goes on, do you think about what it would mean to step away from performing one day, and how are you preparing for that?
That's why I'm writing my book now. I want to do a catalog of all my songs. So I want to do a whole collection. Along with the book, this first book is my biography. I can write fiction too, So, and not really, I shouldn't say fiction, that's real stories, but
okay.
the name of these have been changed. That's one thing Belmont teach me.
Right.
All of this, take off the name, and only a Belmont member say that so you think about it, and do that. So that's my aim to write. Get back into my joy. My joy is, I haven't done that. The last thing I did was this was for you.
Yes, and I really appreciate that so much. Yeah. But you talk about writing fiction, but in a sense, those are your songs.
Yeah.
And a lot of your songs, and I remember one in particular that you and Tony Hall expanded into a full dramatic production, Lucky Diamond. When you listen to that song, it's a whole story. It didn't change the names to protect the innocent there. Everybody had but it was like a storybook.
Yeah, and that really happened.
Yeah.
As I say. But that's a Trinidad. I remember Debbie Jacob case, when she came to Trinidad, she was in the university and she saw Miguel Street by Night Paul. And she said, nah, you can't have a place in the world with people like that. They cannot have a place with people like that. She said, let me go and see for myself. She take a trip to Trinidad, and she started to get emotionally conscious here. It's really have a place like this. She never leave. You know?
So that saying about Trinidad is not a real place, it's a falsity.
Well, it's a funny thing. Both statements right. Because sometimes you think, I don't think like a Trini. And that means saying 1 plus 11 1 plus 1 is 11. You know?
Right.
And 1 from 10, Eric Williams said, the great Eric Williams, he said 1 from 10 is 0.
Yeah.
You know? So, on some level, he understood it too. That's the part of Trinidad that people get blown away by, you know?
We talk a lot about your musical legacy, but you're also a father. How do you see that part of your legacy, the one that lives not just in songs but in your children?
I always feel like if I can be a better father, because my whole life is about on the road, trying to make up, you know. That is, I mean, we made it, and we are making it, but, you know, I think about the fact that my contribution, hands-on contribution is lacking because of that's the nature of my work, you know. So that is about it. But now they're so strong and resilient, you know. I have to say thanks for that. Thanks to the mothers.
Do you see yourself in them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Sometimes everybody say, Adam, there's something with you. So right, most of them people there from my side of the family. My wife said, look how Sarai walking, just like his sister. You know, Adam looks like me physically. Noah spiritually is me.
Right.
In that way, you know. When they come together, it's like when you go to university, because I can hear them talk, I say, well, wait, you were always calling on the ground this year, only thing talking about things that I know about.
Yeah.
You know, it's an amazing thing.
And Kafra and Zaki.
You know, they pass the whole thing process and talk about it, you know, because another, in the early days, especially, they came along in time and it was my heyday. So I was more so busy.
Right.
That, you know, when I say that's not that I was away. Them was mostly I was talking about. And that's if I could do that over again.
Yeah.
You know.
And if they all came together to write a song about you, not the icon, not King David Rudder, but their dad, their father, what do you think the chorus might sound like?
Daddy, come back to me.
I'd come out to your mouth easy there, like you was thinking about that before.
Because every time, like, Daddy, you know, all the way, he don't listen, you know, he calls somebody. And so my daughter said, Daddy, Dad, come back, you know.
Right.
I said, oh, yeah. So I said, Dad, we know how your brain operates. We just know when we go somewhere else, you know.
We just waiting for you to come back.
Daddy, come back.
Right.
Come back home.
Has there ever been a moment with your kids that hit you even harder than a standing ovation?
Listen, every time they step on stage to get the degrees, and the rapid fire, masters, bachelors, this, that, you know, the really high achievers, you know, that is me, and like people come here and say, where can I don't know that much about that. I just call Kafra and I say, talk to this person. You know, these people try to make me feel like a Trini. You know? I said, like, they try to have saltfish. Everybody know them. You know? So on every level, there's that where the vibe happening.
Right. I'll throw your mind back to Rudder 7.0 and you know, that night you had the opportunity to perform with your son and your daughter on the stage. How did that feel?
That feels special, especially my daughter, because she always she said, "Daddy, I don't want to go embarrass you. If I go and sing, people want to hear me." And I said, "Well, that's what I want." She had this kind of way she would say things like that, and she mean it. And she said, "No, I want," you know. And I might say, or she might mean to say, "Please, one song." You know. I think the fact that this was the last big concert, she said, she decided, you know what, I still don't like it, but I'll come and sing because this is a special night, you know, with me and my dad. So that was the icing on the cake right there.
Right.
And Isaac singing also music. Yes.
That was special. And our wrap-up question really is, you know, I want you to complete this sentence without thinking too hard. In the end, I just hope they say David Rudder was a man who... ... Complete that for me.
Love the people.
Well, I think that is as honest and as forthright an answer as we can get. David, I want to thank you for spending the time with us. I want to thank you for your frankness, your usual openness, and I want to thank you for the music and all that you've done for the region as a whole, in allowing us to see ourselves in as we are, as we could be, and you know, to give us space to be Caribbean people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.